Hey everybody, it's Carrie with day 20 of your 30-day post-election self-care challenge. And this self-care strategy today is actually pretty fun. This is all about nurturing yourself with healthy comfort food instead of not so healthy comfort food. Now, this is actually just the season, whether it was post election or not. This is the season when people kind of hunker down. We wear more layers. It's colder outside. We still have to interact with people, so we're getting more colds and things like that. And we're also trying to soothe ourselves with food. We just came out of Thanksgiving, and then we're also dealing with some of the stress and anxiety that goes along with being right after an election. So, why not make the choices that are healthy for yourself? You're going to want to soothe with food anyway, so why not make some healthy choices around that? So, we all know negativity, stress, anxiety, it can and often does manifest itself in a physical way in the body, in colds and things like that. All that means is that you are doing too much mentally and physically, and you need to take a seat, like you need to sit down. That's what that means to me. It's the time when we can sit down and soothe ourselves with food. So, what is healthy comfort food? Well, it's not pasta and it's not a lot of potatoes. It's not a lot of excessive fats. It's nothing that used to be on the Paula Deen show. Um, all of those things, they make you feel okay temporarily. They make you kind of take you away and allow you to escape a bit. But all the stress and anxiety that you were trying to get away from eventually comes back after that kind of high or low actually wears off of all of those kind of excessively fat and starchy comfort foods that we love. So also I want to say fruit juices are also this kind of go-to. We think fruit juices are super healthy, but it's actually a lot of excessive sugar because of the amount of fruit that it takes to go into one juice is way too many. Like you would never be eating like 4 or 5 oranges at a time. So why would you press them into one glass and drink it? That's way too much sugar for your system, even if it's natural. So don't go to the fruit juices either. When I get sick, I used to go straight to the orange juice. That's a no-no. You don't want to have any excessive sugars right now. The two things that you do want to be having are things like bone broth and yummy root vegetables. Yesterday I was having a little issue with my throat, and I went out and I got some amazing bone broth. And I actually picked mine up from the Wu Wei Tea Temple in Fairfax. My friend Tracy, who owns that place, always hooks me up. And she actually makes cocktails, but the bone broth that she has is from Sebastopol. Actually, it's the Bone Broth Company. Here you go, and you can get this frozen in quart size like this. And then I also had at the Wu Wei Tea Temple, I also had a chicken curry cocktail, chicken bone broth curry cocktail, which is made with turmeric paste and some curry and all these anti-inflammatory spices that are really helpful. That was so nurturing and awesome. Nobody needs mac and cheese when you've got some of that in your cup. Another thing we kind of navigate towards are heavy grains and things like that when we're trying to soothe ourselves. So why not choose grains that are a little bit more steel cut and a little bit more like a scrubby brush for your insides. So instead of going towards the pastas or the flour-based grains, go towards things like polenta, okay? Corn grits, things like that. Things that are going to scrubby brush your insides, but also won't put a lot of stress on your system and make you lethargic. Another thing that I love to do as a healthy comfort food is roasted vegetables. It's almost like potatoes, like a good roasted butternut squash is delicious. I actually have one of these right here. A good roasted butternut squash is just like having a bunch of French fries. They're tasty, it's sweet, you don't have to put anything on them. I actually roast them with a little bit of turmeric, curry, some coriander, and I make them super with a little cayenne too, and I make it spicy. But you can also do that with roasted carrots. I do roasted carrots with some fresh dill on top. You can also do that with roasted plantains. My husband's family is Jamaican, and so we eat a lot of plantains, and that's how I found out about plantains. And then this is also the season for medicinal spices. This is a great way to take care of yourself and self-nurture with comfort foods. Make sure you get some curry, some turmeric, some licorice, some cayenne, all the kind of spicy, pungent things into your system right now. That's going to help flush out any inflammation, and it's actually going to cut your appetite and gear you towards healthy comfort foods. So I hope that's helped you guys today. Day 20 is a self-care strategy. It's all about nurturing yourself with healthy comfort foods. If you have any questions, leave some in the comments, and meet you back here tomorrow. Bye.